Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Today we are going to be kicking off a new little mini-series here in this game that I'm going to call the Drag Series. Basically, I've talked about doing a specialized build in this game for several videos, and now I'm actually doing it. So the vehicle that we have decided to roll with for this little mini-series is the Plymouth Roadrunner 440. This is a DLC car you can get by getting the Plymouth DLC pack. And we have decided to choose this car for a drag car because I found it in the junkyard and I thought it'd be cool to do. That is literally the only reason why we're doing it. So, basically, this episode is going to be just like any other Car Mechanic Simulator video I've done. We have to restore this car in order to use it. So that's what we're doing today. So let's go ahead and jump right into our restoration by getting all these body panels off. And that looks like all of them. Interior is pretty much stripped. Or I take that back, it's not all of them, there's still windows. The interior looks pretty much stripped except for the steering wheel. That should be all the exterior stuff. Any fenders on there? Okay, good, none. Anything on the front? Yeah, we have a lot of stuff on the front. Alright, let's go ahead and work with the interior. Does look like we have some interior parts. We got the steering wheel and the bench. And we need to go back to normal mode. Alright, that appears to be everything. Let's go ahead and get our interior detailing kit. And our welder over here. Let's get those over. So, my plan for this car is to restore it, which is what we're doing now. After that, we will put it on the dyno and get a baseline reading for horsepower and torque, which is probably going to be whatever the factory one is, because I'm putting a factory engine in. And then we are going to do some performance mods. That'll take place over the course of I'm planning on doing 3 videos of this before it's done, maybe 4, depending on how everything goes. But anyway, let's go ahead and come over here and see what we can repair off of all this. Not too much stuff. We're going to go ahead and sell all of it anyway, so... There we go, $1,000 in our pocket. Alright, so next thing we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and get the vehicle up on the lift. And we'll work on getting, we're going to do with the engine bay. I'll do that after. Let me get the engine ready to be pulled out. And then we will work in the engine bay itself. So, one other plan I have for this, like I said just a minute ago, I'm going to be doing some performance mods. I do have a factory engine built for this already, and I'll be putting that in. But I plan on doing a supercharger, putting a supercharger on there. And I believe that is everything we can pull out. Yeah, that's everything we can pull off. Let's go and just get rid of these couple exhaust pieces here. Alright, so that is the engine ready to come out. Let's go ahead and drop this back down. Move this in front of car lifter B. And let's go ahead and pull the engine out. We're going to go and put it in the warehouse. I will use this engine, whatever's left of it at least, to use as a baseline for the supercharged engine. So, alright, let's go and bring this down all the way to the ground. Get rid of this. And let's work in our engine bay. Which is like 3 things. That was quick. Well, let's see what we can repair and see what we have to replace. Oh, well, that sucks. Gonna have to put the battery on the charger here and then get repairing. Or replacing, excuse me. Let's see what we did manage to get repaired. Assemble mode. No, I need to get into the engine bay. Got a brake servo. I believe we screwed the radiator up, so we're gonna have to come in here and buy a new radiator. It's gonna be a radiator C. Not bad. Batteries on the charger, and I honestly believe that's about it for interior. For the engine bay, excuse me, not interior. So let's go get our battery. Come over here and drop this in. There we go. And that is it for the engine bay, except for the engine itself. So we're going to go ahead and start working on the suspension components. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. I keep forgetting you got to hit it twice to get it to go up. So I'm going to leave factory rims and tire size on there. Eventually I will obviously put some bigger slicks in the back and some smaller ones up front for drag racing, but for now, to start, we're just going to stick with the factory tire size and rims. So top speed is our goal here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get these tires done real quick. Get these separated. Definitely gonna need new rims and tires, I think. Oh yeah, for this one for sure we're gonna need to replace the rims and tires. That one's just gone. Trying to get a decent look at the tread. There is absolutely no tread on there at all. Let's see if these are even repairable. No, they're not even repairable. So we're gonna have to redo them. So let's go ahead and open up our inventory here. We're gonna need 14-inch rims. I'm assuming at some point we will probably end up changing those when we go to the performance part of this build. So we need to go to the rim shop. It had Rim Atlanta on there. I'm gonna go ahead and stick with those. We're probably gonna need 4 of them, but we're just gonna stick with 2 for now because that's what we know we need. And then we're gonna have to go to the tire shop, and we're just gonna put some generic tires on there. We're not gonna go pricey until the final build. So we need 205, 80, 14 is what we're looking at. So we're gonna go standard tire, 205, 80, 14, and we're gonna need 2 of them. That looks right. Let's go ahead and get these on there. And start the wheel balance because that takes forever. So this engine's going to be supercharged. Transmission, I may or may not play with gear ratios. I have never actually done that, so I'm probably going to have to experiment with that before I actually put it into play. But I would assume that the gear ratios in drag cars are changed. I'll figure it out at some point if I want to do gear ratio stuff. What I think I might do is do the performance stuff that I have in mind and then put gear ratio mods in and then compare. So we'll do a stock dyno and then a performance dyno and then we'll throw the performance gearbox in and we'll do that. And that looks like I'm already done with wheels. So I'm going to go and drop these in the warehouse. We'll go ahead and drop them in project parts. I've already got some front shock absorbers done for this vehicle. And we're going to go ahead and start disassembling the front end. I'm going to go completely stock for now, and then we will upgrade to performance parts if we need to. Or we're going to upgrade anyway, not if we need to. Let's see here. What has to come out first? This double wishbone has to come out first. And then this sway bar front end link has to come out. Steering knuckle, outer or inner tie rod, excuse me. And then let's get these bushings out here as well. And that looks to be everything on this side. Let's go ahead and jump over here. So right now, I think the stock engine that's in there that this vehicle uses is the V8 overhead valve 6P, I think is what it is. It's carbureted, I know that. And there is a supercharged version of that engine, which is what we're going to be using. I'm really curious to see the potential horsepower gain that we get from supercharging. Alright, that seems to be all of the components for the front suspension. Let me go ahead and save my game real quick. And let me come over here to the workbench and spam repair as much as I can. Let's go ahead and see what we need to replace. We're going to need a front steering knuckle C, so let me go ahead and go to parts notes and add that to the list. We're going to need a front axle knuckle cover. Let me go ahead and add that to the list as well. I'm going to be utilizing the parts list from now on as much as possible. Front wheel hub? Yeah. Obviously, definitely going to need a brake rotor. We're going to need wheel hub bearings, so let me go ahead and throw those in there. We're going to need brake disc ventilated. Let's see here. I don't think we were... Oh, we were able to fix this. I thought this was a low percentage, but I guess I was wrong. Going to need the steering rack. Let's see here. What are we looking at? We don't need any suspension arms. We are going to need bushings. I will literally just put one bushing on there. That way I know that I need a bunch of them. We're going to need an upper suspension arm, so I'll go ahead and add one of those. We're going to need this. We're going to need a lot of stuff. Tie rods. So let's go ahead and come over here. Well, I can't really go over there because I actually need to go to the shop and buy stuff. So let's go ahead and open up our shopping list here. And let's go to the main shop and let's start buying what we need. Got a front steering knuckle C. I'm just going to go right down the list. We got a front axle knuckle cover. We have wheel hub. I'll type in wheel hub. We need a front wheel hub. We're also going to need some wheel hub bearings and wheel hub caps. So I'll go ahead and pick those up now. We're going to need some brake components. I don't know the condition of the caliper stuff. We'll have to see when we get there. We're going to need 2 brake pads. We're going to need a steering rack. We're going to need tie rods. Tie. I remember the first time I heard tie rods, I thought it actually was tire rods. Oh, I just bought an extra one, dang it. Rubber bushings. So we're looking at 4 on each side, 8 plus 4 in the center. That is going to be 12. Upper suspension arm. I'm going to say it's that one because it's listed as just regular suspension arm, and then a sway bar. We're also going to need the end links. I believe we had end link Bs, so we're going to need 2 of those, and then we need a front sway bar B. So if we combine what we just bought with the stuff that I have in here, which is going to be in project parts, if we combine it with these, I should have everything, save for the calipers. I should have everything to get this done, so let's go ahead and see how that works. Come over to this side here. Let's get this bottom suspension arm in. Double wishbone shock absorber. I was correct on that. That's good. And we got to get... well, I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do that. I want to come back out this way so I have a better view. There we go. Front sway bar, and then let's get the end link in here. Let's knock this side out, and then we'll go to the other side. I want to see the condition of my brakes here. So we don't need a caliper. Oh, we're going to need cylinders. All right, let's go ahead and pick those up real quick. I need 2 caliper cylinders. We got the bearings and the hub caps, and I believe this side is done. Yep, it is done. Let's get these bushings installed before I forget. Nice, this side is done. Let's go and move to the other side. Try not to screw my camera angle up here. Alright, let's get over here, get these components in. Move my camera a little more. Kind of the ghosting feature of the parts is kind of screwing my vision here. So I try to position my camera so I have a background so I can see. Alright, what else do we need? Obviously these bushings, and then I think it's just brake components, and then we're done. The front. That was quick. That was a lot quicker than I expected it to be. Yeah, that's it. The front is done. Do we miss, no, we got the sway bar link. We got the tie rod. Wow, that was fast. I was not expecting it to be that quick. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll put the wheels on at the end. I'm not worried about those right now. Let me go ahead and save my game real quick. Just make sure that I can't repair anything, and then we're gonna go and clean out the inventory. Let me just see if there's anything in here that I'm gonna need. Obviously, I'm not gonna need those anymore. Clutch plate. I already have a new clutch plate on the engine, so I'm gonna go ahead and just sell that one. Other than that, inner tire, there's the extra one that I bought. Let me just go ahead and sell all this. And then we're gonna go ahead and remove the rear wheels off of this vehicle, and we're gonna get started on the rear suspension. Just like the front, we're gonna utilize the parts list, just add what we need. There's some things we can keep on there, but if I remember correctly, I cannot selectively delete stuff off the list. I actually have to clear the whole list and then just add everything manually again, so. Oh, it's gonna shoot me forward. Yeah, I hate it when it does that. As soon as I clicked my mouse down and it didn't move, I was like, I know exactly what it's gonna do. It's gonna shoot me forward. Leaf spring done. Shock absorber done. This side is just about done. Let's go ahead and get this fuel tank out of here and this last rear exhaust piece. Let's just get this axle out first, and then I'll get the brake shoe. I wish you could upgrade rear brakes from drum to disc. That would be awesome. I would convert every vehicle that I build to a disc brake system. In reality, drum brakes are so complicated. There's so many little parts that you have to worry about. And disc brakes, it's like you just have a caliper and rotor. And obviously you have to worry about bleeding and all that, but not as complicated as drum. Drum has like little springs and little parts and all that stuff that make it work. Alright, let's see what we managed to replace. Awesome, we got the drive axle. We're gonna need, let's go parts list. Let's go ahead and clear our parts list, and let's start from scratch. We're gonna need 2 of these. Let's go ahead and see how we got our leaf springs. We're gonna need a leaf spring. I was about to say 2 leaf springs. We're gonna need some small rubber bushings. Let me go and add that. I will know how many I need. We're gonna need a rear axle knuckle housing B. We're gonna need 2 wheel hub 4s, so let me go ahead and throw those on there now. That is about all I can do at this time. So let's go ahead and come back here, open up the shopping list. Rear shock absorber B. We need 2 of those. We're gonna need a leaf spring. I don't know if I'm gonna need plates or bolts at this time, so I'm not gonna buy any. I'm gonna need some small rubber bushings, ×4 to be exact. And then we're gonna need wheel hub 4s. And I should be able to, did I buy the wrong, I don't even know if I bought that. I don't think I even bought it. Rear axle knuckle, yeah, I didn't even buy it. Either that or I bought the wrong one, which is probably the case, knowing me and my fantastic memory. Awesome, both of the rear drive axles were repaired. Saves me a lot of time. And money. Not that money's a problem for me, though. Alright, let's see how these spring plates did. Alright, so we're going to need 1 leaf spring plate. Let's go ahead and add that to the parts list. And we're going to need 1 leaf spring U-bolt. I will remember that. I'm not even going to add that to the list. I'll be able to remember. Let's go ahead and get these small rubber bushings installed. We're going to need 2 drum wheel cylinders. Let me add that to the parts list real quick. Let me go ahead and jump here and grab that. So we're going to need a leaf spring U-bolt and a plate. We're going to need drum wheel cylinders. We need ×2, I believe, and then we're also going to need brake drums. I'm going to guess we're going to need the brake shoes as well. Yeah, we'll need one of them. That's not too bad. So, all right. Sweet, this side's done. Let me go ahead and jump over to the other side. Let me go ahead and actually jump to the shop. I'm going to need a brake shoe. And I probably already forgot the other thing I'm going to need, unless I already have it, but find out here in just a second what I forgot. Go ahead and get these small rubber bushings installed here. I want to get all this little stuff behind the wheel done before I put the wheel on, because that just gets in your way. It's really annoying. Alright, brake drum time. And then we gotta do wheels. So, another thing I want to get real quick while it's fresh in my mind. Let me go ahead and grab a fuel tank and a fuel pump for this car. Chances are I'll probably end up putting a performance pump in there for the performance part of this series. Oh, that fuel tank is way back there. Holy cow. Alright, now we can do the wheels. And tires. Let's see, might be able to salvage these rims. Not bad. Probably get that painted a different color. Still have to decide what color we want to paint it. I'm thinking like a red or a blue. Or maybe white. Not really sure. Red, white, and blue. Can we do all three colors? Can we make this an American car here? I already have that done. Let's go and see if we can salvage these rims. Awesome, we were able to. Now I gotta go ahead and get tires. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be the same tire size as before. 205, 80, 14. Yeah, they are. 205, 80, 14. We need 205, 80, 14. Yep, that looks about right to me. This build is going so fast. Oh, probably should have put this on the balancer, because now we're going to be here for another minute. I'm going to take that. So I'm going to open up the inventory. Let's go ahead and sell off just that right there. It should leave us with just the tire, yeah. Clean out the inventory. This on there. I'm going to go ahead and put... we'll go and put the wheels on. I'm going to put the exhaust in next, and then we can drop the... I was going to do star pad in there, but oh well. Whoops. There are no items to work with. That would probably be because this is over here still on the balancer. Now let's try it. There we go, yep. This car is like built for drag. Look at all that extra room we have in the fender well there. Obviously the tire's gonna probably stick out of the fender, but yeah. Nice road runner. Very simple font. Very simple font. Alright. Let me go ahead and grab these wheels out of the warehouse from earlier. There we go. Let's get these put on. And then we can go ahead and get the exhaust installed. Why did that not work? We'll get the exhaust installed, and then we will get the new engine put in. And then we just have to do exterior and interior. And then we can throw this thing on the dyno, get a baseline. Alright, let me go and save my game. Again, the menu not working for me. Alright, this one's gonna have different exhausts. Yeah, it's got the rear muffler V8 OHVs. Let's go ahead and come over here. Let's see here. Let me just type in muffler. Rear muffler V8 OHV. It's going to have 2 of those. Go ahead and drop those in real quick. We're gonna have 2 middle mufflers, which should already be up. Completely lost trying to find it. And then, because this is a V engine, obviously it's gonna have 2 front exhaust pipes. So it's a V8 OHVC. So let's go ahead and type in V8 HV, and then we'll type in C. And there they are, right there. And looks like we're gonna need more. Yeah, we're gonna need OHVD, which is gonna be those right there. Get those in. And I do believe that we are prepared to drop this vehicle down to the ground and get our engine put in. Nice. This car looks really good. So let me get the engine crane put in its correct location here. So I went ahead and pre-built the engine. This is completely stock. It is the, like I said before, the V8 overhead valve 6P. So this is the stock stock engine that this vehicle comes with. Oh, I gotta pull the old engine out. I'm such an idiot. First unmount. Oh, I gotta have the exhaust sections unmounted. Okay. That makes sense. And I did it again. Don't hold down the mouse button here. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and pull these out here. And drop this down. We won't drop it all the way to the ground because we're going to have to get back underneath here in just a second. Go and install this brand new engine. There it is. It looks absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to get the supercharger installed on it. It's going to look really good. Alright, let's go ahead and get the engine crane out of the way. We are done with it. Let me go ahead and take this motor we have here. Or, we didn't have a motor. The motor for this vehicle that I pulled out earlier is right here. This is what I'll use for the performance engine. I'll use probably the block if I can salvage it. Any parts that I can salvage will go on the stand for the performance engine. So let's go ahead and get this thing up in the air and get those exhaust things put back on. Exhaust things. The exhaust pipes put back on. And then we can go ahead and get our transmission put in. Like I said, I'm going to go with a factory gearbox to start. It's going to be a OHVF, so let's just go with gearbox. Let's see here. There it is. Gearbox V8 overhead valve F. Alright, we're going to need a starter V8 and then our drive shaft, so let's go ahead and get those. Starter V8. Drive shaft. This is a really bad spot to do this. I need to move my camera here. Or else I wouldn't have been able to turn to see these rear bolts. Alright, I do believe that is the vehicle. We just gotta do interior and exterior now, and it's done. Let's go ahead and check the inventory. Yeah, there was nothing in the inventory. Let me go ahead and save the game. And let's go ahead and start by purchasing some body panels for this thing. So we gotta go to... the interior shop, exterior shop, body shop. And we need to type in... pretty sure there's several... Yeah, there's several models of the Plymouth vehicle. So let's just type in Roadrunner. There we go. Alright, front bumper. Front left door, front left window, all that good stuff. Literally everything. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and get this stuff put on. Go ahead and drop our hood as always. There we go. Assemble mode. I'll check and see if there's any additional, you know, I wouldn't say modded parts, but custom parts you can put on this thing. Check the custom body shop. Gonna get the mirrors on here. Could be using my enter key for this, but I really don't feel like switching my hand around my keyboard too much right now. Alright, is that everything? We need license plates. That's another thing I'm going to need. So let's go ahead and go to the plate shop. I'm going to go ahead and go with, I think North Carolina was what was on there to start. So we'll go ahead and put North Carolina on there. It's going to be first in flight. There we go. Let's do, what should we do for our custom plate here? We'll go and do drag car. No, I really can't think of anything flashy to put on there, so we'll just go with drag car. First in flight. North Carolina. Alright. That is going to be it for the exterior. Let me go ahead and move this to... let's go move it to garage entrance B. If that goes... Yeah, it's going to go over here to this one. This is where I wanted it. Let's go ahead and open up the door. We got to figure out what kind of interior parts we're going to need. It's going to be, pretty sure it's going to be like benches. Why is it not letting me go into my shop? I guess I got to be out of that menu. Wrong shop. It's going to be interior. Let me just search road runner. Nothing. How about Plymouth? Okay, well, when in doubt, go to the car status and find out what you're missing. Okay, so it's spaced. So we got 2 bench road runners and a steering wheel 15. Okay. There we go. That's better. Steering. We gotta get us a steering wheel in here. Steer wing. Me trying to combine steering and wheel, but failing horribly. All right, steering wheel 15. That looks like a steering wheel this vehicle would have. All right. Nice. It's got like a chrome finish to it. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and send this sucker over to the paint shop and let's get it painted up. Let's see what colors it comes with from factory and current. Could be different. So here's the factory color. There's the current color. I don't notice any difference in the factory and the current. But we're going to go ahead and play around with the colors here a little bit. Try to find something that I like. There's hue. We might go. There we go. That looks pretty good. How about brightness? What does brightness do? If it'll let me change brightness. Yeah, well, there we go. That's cool. I don't know what you'd call that color. We're going to go with that one. That looks really good. It's like a really dark blue or something. Sweet. Let's go and move this back over to the garage entrance B. We have one more thing we got to do, and then we can dyno it. So, car looks good. Let me go ahead and just verify that the parts are here. Everything's good in there. We are not missing anything. Nice. I got this car for $4,000 at the junkyard, I think. And if I sold it, I'd make a huge profit at this point. But there's one thing that I have to do that I always forget to do in all my vehicles. I have to put oil in the engine. I actually had a mod car in my shop a couple of days ago, and I ran it, somehow managed to start the engine without oil in it. I don't know how I did it, but it happened. So let's go ahead and move this over to the dyno, and we're going to go ahead and get our baseline dyno reading to compare later on. Let's go ahead and close the door. Not that it's going to really matter. All right, we're in the dyno, so we got our nice, beautiful drag car. Does that say platinum or is that... No, it says Plymouth. I was like, does that say... That would be cool if it said platinum, but... Alright, let's go ahead and initiate our dyno here. So here's our factory engine power. We're looking at 390 horsepower at roughly 4,500 RPM and 500 pound-feet of torque. Wow, this thing makes its peak torque at like half the RPM that the horsepower does. That's insane. Well, let's go ahead and run our dyno. And as I expected, it is going to be factory everything. So let me go ahead and save a screenshot of that so I can compare it later on. But yeah, that is going to be it for this first part of this video. So let me move this back to the garage here. Car lifter B. I didn't want to move to a car lifter, but oh well, whatever. Guess that's what we're working with. Alright guys, that is going to conclude this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Next up in this little series, I am going to be taking this car as it is right now, and we're going to be doing some performance mods to it, namely a supercharger in the engine. We'll also probably put some performance exhaust parts on it. I'll go through the tuning shop and just see what I can put in there and what I can't, and I'll make my decision from there. I'm obviously not going to go deck it out to the point where it's completely unrealistic, but I definitely want to see if I can gain some horsepower and stuff. Anyway guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and comment, and consider subscribing to my channel. I have some other car mechanic simulator videos that I do. I'll leave a link to those in the description. Other than that guys, take care, and I will see you in the next video.